And just really experience it, and just notice what you see, hear, feel, colours, sights, sounds, what's being said, where you are, what's going on. Okay. And just gradually come back in the here and now as and when you're ready. Brilliant. I'm going to break state again, so it's phone over backwards to start with a clean slate. Going to move across to the other person now. 5. Okay, so we're going to now re-experience the situation as the other person. Okay, so once again, really relax, close your eyes, and re-experience the situation as the other person again. And notice how you become the other person. Looking at yourself, how you are behaving and acting differently from the other person's perspective. With these new learnings and these new things that have taken place throughout the structure of the technique, just notice how it feels now, becoming the other person. And as you become the other person, just notice the colours, the sights, the sounds and the feelings of what's going on. Okay. Notice how you behave differently from the other person's perspective now. Okay. And just gradually come back into here and now when you're ready. And phone move backwards. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to break state, come on backwards, and we're going to step to ourselves again, and then there was light.
I don't know my phone number backwards.
Yeah. I don't know my phone number forwards, but you just want to take a seat. Yeah. Again, okay, if you can remember your phone number backwards, you're doing pretty well. I'll lose track it, I think it's 2, then that's about fun. Okay, but it's the thinking that breaks our state. Okay, so we're going to step back to ourselves, and we're going to now, stepping back to ourselves, we're going to come back and draw all this information again. So once again, you close your eyes, and I can really relax. So I'm going to step back to ourselves, and with this new understanding that you have from the other person, from your perspective, from the third person, notice how you feel. Notice what it's like. Okay, reflecting on what you've learned from the other person, reflecting on what you've learned from yourself, and reflecting on what you learned from the third person. Notice what it feels like, and notice what steps you can take in dealing with the situation or this other person with this new understanding. Okay, and just think and reflect on how you can deal with the other person with these new understandings that you have now. And notice what it feels like. And you can think of things moving forward in the future. So a day from now, a week from now, 6 months from now, how things will be different between you and this other person by adopting this new understanding and new approach. Okay, and just gradually coming back in here and now, in your own time and your own pace. Okay, how does it feel to go through the process?
It's definitely given me a better understanding of the situation, because I think it's not sort of like all the time that you sit down and really think, fully look into how the other person might be feeling, but it's also probably given me some insight into me being quite stubborn,
Yeah.
really, to be honest. So yeah, definitely, yeah, it's definitely given me something to look at. It's definitely given me an idea of what I can do to rectify the issue,
Yeah.
and also how the other person might react when I try to rectify the issue.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you made some good points there. And I think at least it's getting you to think about the situation, which is the start. Further down the line, we were prior to the exercise. I think that it's like all things really. When we're faced with certain experiences, we kind of seeing, well, it's very easy to, our own unique experience, our own reality is right in our own mind. Whether we're right or wrong, and there's no right or wrongs, I guess, in certain situations, the main thing is that if we can see things from a different perspective, we can get some learnings and move forward with our life. What we decide to do is up to us, really. Yeah, it's a very powerful technique that can definitely resolve a lot of conflicts in a short space of time.
What it's made me realise though is that you know, even though I wasn't the one that has caused the problem, I've probably kept the problem going by being stubborn. So it's helped me to think about, you know, myself as well, really, to be honest, and my part in it. So
yeah, and I think that's a good point that you make there. It's a good point, because when you start looking at oneself, the only person that we can have any control over is ourselves, really, what we decide to do. So whether we decide to be dictated by another person's actions, or whether we decide to be in the running, it's up to us. When we adopt a new approach and decide that we're in the running, then we're liberated, we've got more freedom in terms of what we decide to do going forward. Yet, I'm sure we've all come across people through work or through personal life, they attribute the way they feel and think to other people it's somebody else's fault for a variety of reasons. And sometimes it is. Sometimes people have had very difficult situations they've been through no fault of their own. Yet if they harbour their feelings and thoughts, they're only going to hurt themselves. And sometimes it can be just liberating to be able to see things from a different point of view, let go and move forward. Okay, so thanks for giving that a go. Mark, much appreciated. Thank you.